Hi everyone, it's Cass. Welcome back to my channel. Today it is a miracle that I am filming right now because my son finally went down for his nap. And it was funny. Remember when I said, oh, I'll be able to film so much more because I'll be able to time it with his naps. And then all of a sudden he decides to pull a whammy on me, and like for a week straight he didn't want to take a nap. And the other thing was that it was so gloomy out and we just had storms every day. So finally the sun is out and I have some decent lighting. So what we're going to do today is my Sterling Ink subscription kit came in for the month of June, and I thought we'd just do a casual plan with me. I've actually never done a plan with me because most of the time I'm kind of like in my planners a little too far ahead for like an actual plan with me, right? So like this is this current week, and I've already written stuff in for next week. So I thought it would be cool, since I have my June sub kit, to just set up my June spreads. For now, I've really been liking this particular layout where I draw a line across, put the dated kinds of things there, and then I do my Alistair method and just some kind of lists. And it's taken me like 0 time to set them up every week. So I thought we could do maybe just a couple weeks and play around with the new theme. So if you're interested in that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have been receiving Catherine's sub kits since she launched them, and I've never felt the need to not, re-up my subscription every month, because she just does such a good job. So this theme for June, it looks like I'm getting like water lilies vibe off of this, just kind of like the colors. And so if you have watched like my setup of this B6 Sterling Ink Common Planner, which is what I have transitioned to now that I am full-time at home, every month in the back pages, I'm doing like these mood boards. So for May, she had these wisterias. And so I kind of like went Bridgerton vibes with my mood board. And so I'm really getting like water lilies off of this, even though it's like not all of it is water lilies. She's got like one particular scene that has some water lilies in there, but that's really kind of the direction that I'm going to go with, mood board wise. That's the direction I'm going to go with, like theme wise, which is kind of like planning. So my planning process whenever I get a new sub kit is I definitely take a look and see what her theme for the month is. And that helps me kind of like determine colors and the direction. I think it would be fun to go, well, I've been using this blue pretty frequently. It would be fun to incorporate some of this dusty pink and like a blue. I don't know. Okay, so what kinds of colors have I had in the past? Blue and tan, like blue and orange. So I have been doing a lot of those blues. Okay. Well, let's go here to my pen testing page. Okay, so some of the mild liners that I've been using quite frequently are kind of right in front of me. Let's pick out what we could potentially go with. I do have a couple others, the ones that I don't reach for as often. There's a really dark blue that maybe if I use that like super sparingly, that could potentially give us a good look. All right, so let's see what this pink is. Okay, so as far as like me, right? I have officially quit my job and I've been at home with my son for almost a full month now. Is it? No, it's only been like 2.5 weeks. Wow. I guess that kind of tells you how it's been going. It's been very busy trying to adjust to him and me, just trying to get into each other's like rhythm. And really this nap thing kind of like threw me for a loop, but this week he's kind of gotten back on track. He's 3, so he still does do 1 nap a day. This might be a little too, it's not as blush as I want it to be. Okay, we are going in blind because as I went up to get more of my Tombos, I discovered that my audio wasn't recording. So I had to disconnect that. My mic has been doing some kind of funky stuff. All right, let's just, sorry, it's going to be one of those videos where I'm only recording audio on my phone. If you've never noticed until now, thank you so much. And we'll just pretend and move on. Okay, maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do green and pink and let the blues from the stickers do the popping, right? I don't know. That just gives me water lily vibes for sure. Maybe that's just the blue of the year. Tombow 312. It's just like a deliciously smoky blue. Maybe blue and green. You know what? That's what we'll do. And nix the pink. Okay, I've got a plan. I've got a plan. Let's go ahead and flip back to my June weeks. Oops. Okay, so we'll do this week starting in June. We'll do 1, right, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks of June colors. All right, so some of the things that I like to do with the Sterling Ink sub kit is she typically does these bigger sheets, here we go, with foil. And I love these. These are probably my favorite. So usually there's like a long washi strip and then 2 small ones and some decorative elements right there. So I will take this whole sheet and like split it up in so many different weeks. So I'll show you what I love to do. I'll just take a ruler. And then I'll save that other half of the washi strip for another spread. And then, so maybe since I've done a lot of that blue, I'll just do some green. Another thing that I use pretty frequently is I have this small folder from Coffee Monsters Co. And I have a lot of my script stickers in here. So the ones that I will use weekly, that I just have a bunch of, are all from Mandolin Plans. So that's what I'll use for the headers. And then maybe let's do, I do want some blue on this page. I need this one. Yep. So another thing that I've kind of been thinking about is like, what kind of videos do y'all want to see? Now that I have time to try different things out, I'm in the mood to experiment. My homeschool plans are definitely like slow and steady wins the race because he is 3. And I think he's just like, you know, he's a little too rambunctious to want to sit down and do much of anything. So what I've been doing like over these last couple of weeks has really been like our Bible stories, and we will sometimes do some things that are like related to counting and his letters and things like that. But honestly, if I just do it like 1 time a day right now, that's good enough for me and him. Because I just don't believe that he needs to be sitting down and doing more than like a half hour, if we even do a half hour, because sometimes his attention span doesn't get us there. And a lot of times I will like break things up. So I'll break up, we'll read out of the Bible, usually when he's eating lunch. And then after that little bit, we've been doing like one activity. So I haven't been doing both like a reading activity and a counting math activity in the same day. I've usually just kind of like alternated one or the other. And I think that's fine. And I think because I'm not going to like officially do any kind of like real school year type stuff until the new school year actually starts, I feel like I'm just kind of like viewing this summer as like summer practice, summer worksheets, those kinds of things that you typically would do in like the off season of your schooling, right? Like you would just do a couple of refreshers so that way you don't lose knowledge. So like that's why I think right now I'm only just doing like one counting thing or one alphabet thing every other day. Not every other day, like I'm kind of rotating. Just so that way he doesn't like lose that kind of stuff, that kind of skill set. And then once the school year starts, I do hope to do both a reading and a math type of activity every day. And then just kind of like throw in fun things throughout the week. Really, that's kind of like all I've gotten so far. Like I've picked out some curriculum ideas, and that's still a video that I kind of want to think about how I want to plan. Okay, this time I'm going to go blue line. Oh, this is too dark of a color to be the highlighter, but oh well, we have already started. If it really bothers me, I guess I could white that out and put the like stickers that came with the sub kit in there. We'll just kind of go with this for now. It's already been started. One of the things I'm always trying to like balance is like sticker bulk, because I do a lot of those script stickers. And maybe at that stage, if I feel like I'm getting too much bulk in the middle where I've been putting all of those stickers, maybe that's when I'll switch to this layout, because I have wanted to come back to that one. But well, you know what? I don't know. I don't want to commit to that. Maybe we'll just do these 2 weeks, because I don't want to commit to a whole month's worth of layouts if I end up changing my mind and want to go down the side. Okay, this is like far enough ahead. This is good. Some of the curriculums that I've been looking into just for like his reading and math preparation, I think he's got like 2 years worth of before he starts kindergarten, right? Like I believe that students have to be 5 at the start of kindergarten, not turn 5 in the middle of the year. That's something I have to do some more research on, but I'm pretty sure that that's like what it is. So he's got 2 years because he will not turn 5 for quite a bit yet. So that also has kind of like lent me the idea of going like slow and steady wins the race. Oh no, did I screw this up? Yeah, I put on the wrong sticker. This is what I get for talking and planning at the same time. Because then I have like 2 years to spread it all out. And so I've been looking into a few things. I've been looking into the All About Reading pre-reading, because I really do think he's a little on the young side to begin that kind of work really intensely. But since he's got all his numbers and his letters down, he can count to 20 and sing the alphabet, that I think I'm just going to kind of like see where he's at and try and gauge if I think he's ready to begin something official like a pre-reading curriculum. So that's one of them that I've been looking into. The other thing that I've been looking into is preschool math at home. And so those are kind of like the 2 things that I really want to use to take the lead in regards to like the kinds of work that we end up doing throughout the week. And then, you know, we've got our Bible stories. I've got so many like coloring sheets and worksheets that we can practice those like really practical hands-on things, which he's definitely a practical hands-on kind of kid. So like we can work on how to cut, how to trace, how to hold a pen, pencil, crayon. I don't know if he's ready for coloring in the lines yet. He is, I guess, the very definition of thinking outside the box. So that's kind of like what I'm going to focus on for this first year. And if he like completely smashes that and seems like he's ready to move forward, then I can find some other things for us to kind of play around with. Okay, so this week, June 1st was really the week that I was starting to plan, because I'm hosting a party and I need to plan the menu for that party. So that's why I already started writing in for that week. At this stage, there's nothing really that I have to write this far in advance, other than I just put my trash day on here. So I have some progress in the back of the book if you're interested. I've added my May currently inked in there, and then had a couple good days of journaling. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I won't set up anything like in the back until we're actually in June, because I want to be able to like maximize the most amount that I can for the month of May, before jumping in and putting in like the vellum and things like that. So there's still some like June setup left to do, but really my weeks do end up getting kind of planned out. I think I am kind of like a 2 weeks ahead person. I already have some stuff. This is why I've really liked using this as my future planner kind of in the front, because I have had stuff. So like I've got my son's wellness check. I think I have a haircut. Oh no, I have a psychiatry appointment follow-up in August. So it's been nice to just like, I was like literally on the phone with the like psychiatry office, and I was like, oh yeah, let me grab my calendar and just flip ahead to that month, and then I just like put it in there. And I don't know, there's something like freeing about not being attached to an Outlook calendar anymore. I think some of the things that I'm trying to like get used to is not just like not being attached to technology and not being attached to a particular like what's happening this week, what's happening next week. And that's on purpose. That's intentional, because that kind of thing was really leading to just like mental health struggles. So just to have something this simple be my future planner of like, all right, let me just write it down on the day, put in the time, and then only when I'm trying to think this far ahead, like I said, this was the one that I really wanted to get to because of planning for the party itself. I wanted to have that in my planner. Okay, so the big thing that I wanted to talk about now that we have these couple of weeks set up, and I think these colors are gonna be all right. We'll see what happens with the mood board, because the mood boards are where I tend to have like the most amount of fun in the back. I'm trying to come up with plans, and maybe I should do like a whole dedicated page in the back of just like video ideas that I'm thinking about doing. So aside from just like giving like small updates on homeschool, and I do still have a video that I want to film just like when I have materials to show you. I can show you what my son and I will be working on, but I kind of am trying to like think outside the box of things that I've never filmed before. So I thought, gosh, like what else could I be doing on my channel? So if you want to see some more lifestyle things that I'll be doing around my house, let me know. I would love to like challenge myself to try filming that kind of content and see if that's interesting to you. So yeah, that's like some of the things that have been like percolating in my brain in the like small moments that I actually do get to myself. I'm getting lessons in patience beyond my wildest dreams right now. And I was already extremely patient with my son. But as the day wears on, there's only so many times I can be like stepped on and crawled on before I'm not as forgiving as I was maybe at the beginning of the day. So those are things that I'm definitely like working on for myself. And yeah, I think that would be fun to just like take you all along on the journey. I don't expect this to become like family vlogging. That's definitely not a thing I'm into. So that's like where a lot of my mental energy has been going, is like, what can I film that isn't going to feature my son? You know? So if you have anything that you like to watch, let me know in the comment section below. All right. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. This is, if you can believe it or not, this is actually my very first plan with me on my channel. I've never been able to like sit down, actively plan and talk about it at the same time, because I'm usually like either in mom mode or I was just doing a lot of forward planning at my desk when I was at work. So I've never been able to just like sit down and play around with my decorations and kind of show you some of the things that I do when I'm just trying to set up for the week and for the month. So if you want to see more of these, please go ahead. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, like I said at the end of the, kind of like chat that I was having, if there's other things that would be interesting for you to see on my channel, I would love to hear your ideas. And if you're brand new here, I would love it if you would like, comment, subscribe. You know how these videos end. I'll talk to you later. Bye.